Hello, this is JB with the Good News URL Shortener. In our last video, we showed you how to set up a custom domain. So instead of hop to it, we now have new.vg as our default domain for that we will use for the shortening of URLs. So now we want to set up an SSL certificate for that domain. So click on custom domains and we enter the instructions here. We already did this part where we put the DNS record and pointed it to this IP address. In the same place where you did that, you set up the A record, that same DNS manager, you will go in and you will put what is called a CNAME record. And the reason why we do this is to verify ownership of the domain. Until verified ownership, the domain will not be certificate will not be issued. So we'll click Request SSL, and it takes you to the contact form, and just put into the form here the domain that you want to be secured and your username. And then we will get back to you with the information that you will need. So we'll go ahead and use the Route 53 DNS manager that we were using before. And as you can see, we have the A record set up here. So now we're going to create a new record. And this time we're going to choose a CNAME record. And now we need two pieces of information, the record name and the value. When you get an email back from customer support, it will have those two pieces of information. So the name value is right here. Just copy and paste that. Paste it right into the box for the name. And then the value, just copy that. And paste it right in here to the value. And leave all the rest of this as its default and just click Create Records. All right, and now you can see that we have now a CNAME record with the name and the value. So once that is processed and the certificate is issued, now when we go back here, we go to the short URLs, and for that time theory short URL that we were looking at before, we could see that if we click the copy, we'll see that we get a little bit different of a URL this time. So now we have, you notice it has an HTTPS on it instead of just HTTP. So now if we go to that URL and we hit enter, and now it takes us to the page. Now the page itself was not on a secure site, but the domain that redirected to it did go to a secure site. So that is basically how you set up a SSL certificate. You can have as many domains as you want and as many certificates as needed for each of those domains. Thank you.